Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces, introducing the new and improved Napoleon Cineview inserts. This is the Cineview 30-inch. There's also a 26-inch. We've installed ours with the optional four-sided trim kit. That's because we were retrofitting this insert into an existing mantle display. The previous insert was discontinued and it was larger than this particular insert. We needed to have a trim kit to go around the insert so that we could cover up the gaps that would be left when we put this insert into the old opening. This is exactly what you would want to do in a wood-burning fireplace that you're converting to electric. You're going to put in an insert. There's never one that exactly fits your wood-burning opening, and so you do need a trim kit that can cover the gaps, and this has that optional trim kit available. We've used it as a four-sided trim kit. That bottom piece could be removed. If I had a hearth where the firebox sits, I wouldn't use the bottom piece of trim, but because my opening floats up off the floor, I do use the four-sided trim. That trim is optional, so if you don't need it, you don't order it, and then you would just have this self-trimming insert in your opening. This is a 120 volt plug-in insert, which means it consumes 1500 watts of energy and it produces about 5,000 BTUs of heat output. It also has a couple of new heat features that didn't exist on the original Cineview series. It has a heat boost feature, which is a timed feature with maximum heat and maximum blower if you need to get warm in a hurry. And it has an eco feature which pulls back on the heating to save energy. So those are great features for energy efficiency. And of course, like all electrics, if I don't need the heat, I don't have to have the heat on to enjoy the flames. And right now I'm running the flames without the heat. These flames are orange and blue, so I can add the blue in if I want it, and I can change the brightness on the flames themselves. There are also ember light colors, so I've got them set up with the red glow, but I could change the colors on those depending on my preferences. And I can also change the flame speed, so I can slow those down and speed them up. There's also a timer feature, which a lot of Napoleon electrics have, so I could tell it to turn off the entire fireplace after the timer has elapsed. And that's a great feature for situations, sometimes with families where the kids are going to leave the room and forget about it, or if you've put it in a bedroom and you're worried that you're going to fall asleep and forget to turn it off, you can turn it off using the timer. It is a thermostat controlled heater, so when I turn on the heat, I set the temperature I want in the room and it will keep me at that temperature, and then I can add in the eco or the boost features as needed. The logs in the grate inside here are removable. So this is a great feature because with this one fireplace, I can have this more traditional look with the logs sitting in the grate, or I can remove that grate and the logs and just have the crystals. And of course, with any electric fireplace, those crystals that are removable could be replaced with natural stones, for instance. So I can really personalize this to suit the room that I'm putting it in. You'll see it has a very clean face here. There's a little bit of brick at the sides, but the background is very clean and crisp for a lot of different interiors. So again, this is the Napoleon Cineview series of electric fireplace inserts. There are currently two sizes, a 26 and a 30, and both have an optional trim kit that can be set up as a three-sided or a four-sided trim kit. These are able to be found here in our showroom in Vaughan, Ontario, or at stylishfireplaces.ca. Search by style and look for inserts, or search by brand and look under Napoleon.